Is Uniqlo really worth your money? Listen, I'm no Uniqlo specialist. I just discovered the brand about a year ago. Yes, I know, I'm a little bit late on that one. But it's not the kind of place where I go to buy my clothes. And one of my friends told me I should definitely go because I probably would like the basics that they have. So I went and I do own some pieces for about a year now. But do I feel that is worth my money? I have mixed feelings about that, but we'll talk about that later. I have been given a $200 Uniqlo gift card, and today we're gonna go see what we can get for $200 over there. $200 Canadian. But first, a little bit of history. Uniqlo originated in Japan in 1949 as a textile manufacturer. And in 1984, the first unique clothing warehouse store opened in Hiroshima. And this was actually inspired by the big American retailers like The Gap. And their vision was really simple. Make casual, affordable, high-quality garments. I don't know. If you ask me, high quality and affordable don't really belong in the same sentence. I think we could rephrase it like such. The highest quality you could get for that affordable price. Kind of makes more sense. That's what I like about the Japanese culture. Even though you're gonna buy something that is cheaper in price and cheaper in quality compared to other things, you're still gonna get the best product for that price that you're paying. Where most companies, let's be honest, they just try to siphon as much money as they can from you and give you the cheapest thing possible. So we tend to think that because it's a Japanese company that it would be made in Japan. But if you want to have low prices like they have, you need to cut somewhere. And that somewhere for Uniqlo is the labor cost. That's why they have their clothes mostly manufactured in China, Vietnam, Bangladesh, and other countries in Asia. And also from what I've read, Japan wouldn't have the manufacturing capacity to produce as much clothes as they need like these other countries. I mean, they do sell $9.3 million a day of garments. That's a lot of clothes that needs to be made. And to be honest, I always thought that Uniqlo was a cheap fashion brand. The difference is, let's say, between Uniqlo and Shein is dirt cheap. They cut on labor costs, on the fabric quality, they cut on everything. Like to sell a t-shirt, I think I've seen like $3 t-shirt. You really need, like, you're making shit. Where Uniqlo says that they do not cut corner when it comes to investing in the development of their fabrics. That's why it's a little more expensive, but you're getting higher quality in the fabric that you're wearing. And also they say that they have quality control managers in every manufacturer in Asia. Hence the consistency in their garments. Okay, let's see what we can get for $200. Let me introduce you to my little sister. She's gonna give me a hand today with my shopping. One thing that I absolutely hate about this store is how big it is. You always need to ask for help. I can't find anything in there. I get lost all the time. The selvedge denim there, I was very surprised. If you watch my videos, you know that I have a lot of Japanese denim. These ones are about 9 to 12 ounce. They're really thin, but they're really well made. So if you're looking for a more budget-friendly Japanese selvedge, just to dip your toes in, I highly suggest Uniqlo. I think they're like $60. It's a great deal. You're getting a lot of jeans for your money. So I busted the budget a little bit. $239.60 Canadian. But it's just that, you know, there was this thing, I needed to try it to see if the quality was on par. If I haven't bought that thing that was $39, I would have stayed on the $200 budget. And what I got, it's pretty good. Check this out. Okay, the first thing are chinos. I never thought chinos were really for me, but I decided, why not? Let's give it a try. These are 100% cotton. Even the lining in the pocket seems like good quality. Extra buttons, you know, because they know they're gonna fall off, so. I have to admit, they're pretty good. They're very comfortable. The fabric makes me think about Dickies. Feels like the same quality. So the dude told me that they weren't gonna shrink in the wash. Let's see how that goes. But I did get them tailored right away because now Uniqlo, they actually have a free 1-hour tailoring of your pants. Obviously that depends on how busy they are, but I was quite impressed. It took 45 minutes. My pants were hemmed perfectly. I usually wear 30 and these are a perfect fit. 30 waist, I don't need a belt and they're not loose, they're just... I also got some sweatpants. These are in a small. For some reason, usually everything I wear is medium, but at Uniqlo, everything that has like a waist elastic, like a little string to attach, it's all small. These are polyester, more polyester than cotton, but they're really, really soft. Forgot, the chinos were $60. Sweatpants are $49. I don't know if they're worth it. Time will tell, but I like how heavy and comfortable they are. I went for a little beige color. You know, it's always gray, so a little bit of a change. One little detail that I kind of like is at the opening of the leg, they put a little string to tighten it up. I think that's a sweet detail. Now I'm gonna wear the hell out of them to see how long they're gonna last. So I got this dry rib tank top because I love wearing them during winter. Usually this is the brand I go for, Jockey. They're super close to the body and that's what I like. Then you put a t-shirt over it, you know, it's more comfortable. But for $25, you get 4 of the Jockey. For $10, you get 1 for the Uniqlo. Let's see the fit. This is a size small. You know what? I would actually wear this one with just a shirt over. Just this one, I think it looks good like this because it's not too long. Usually these things are like down to here because they're meant to be tucked in. But this one's actually, I'm really impressed with it. Okay. That's a win. While we're here, might as well check out the supima medium size t-shirt. Supima is a very, very, very soft kind of cotton. And this t-shirt was $25. I did 25 bucks for Uniqlo t-shirt. But I have to admit though, it's nice to have a more fitting t-shirt. It's not boxy, it's not oversized. I quite like it actually. I thought it was gonna be too long. I like my t-shirt to be a little bit more crop, but I'm really picky. But the collar is nice. It's not too tight. I don't like them high up too much. Okay. Let's see how much it shrinks when I wash it. I'm prepping a video about white t-shirts. Let me know if there's brands you would like me to try to see how they fit. T-shirt also, it's off-whitish. I kind of like that. For some reason, when it's off-white, I feel less bad if I drop something on them. I got a bunch of socks because I'm always on the lookout for some better socks. Put that jacket on. It is winter over here. These socks are 83% cotton. Supima cotton, I may add. I'm very curious to see how they're gonna perform. And there were 3 pairs for 15 bucks. Okay, and this is where I busted my budget. I got a lambswool cardigan. Premium lambswool cardigan. I only have one cardigan and it was super expensive. So I thought to myself, why not try this out? It was $39. At the touch though, it feels, it's not soft. It's like a little bit, feels rough, scratchy. I really, really like the short fit. I'm just very hopeful that it's gonna last. Like there's small details. The inside, it's reinforced here, so it's not gonna stretch that much where the buttons are, which I think this is very cool. Even my $500 cardigan doesn't have that. Same thing on the side of the buttons. They have this little reinforced fabric here. The build seems very cool. I'm just wondering about the quality of the wool. But I am definitely happy with the fit. It even got little pockets. All right, I just need to wash all this before starting to wear it because with all the pesticides that they put on this for travel, it's quite disgusting. Editing Jonathan here. So it seems that Uniqlo actually does not use pesticides on their clothes after making them. It's part of them wanting to be more eco-friendly. However, they do use pesticides to grow the cotton. And let's face it, a lot of people try these clothes as well. So I think washing them before using them for the first time is a good idea. Okay, the big question. Is Uniqlo worth your money? I think it depends on what you buy. There's some stuff that I think it's really worth it. I think for $60, those chinos feels really good quality. Cardigan, time will tell. I'm not sure. It feels cheaper. For the sweatpants, they feel really heavy, well made. Again, time will tell. But I do own some stuff at least for a year from Uniqlo. The Aerism underwear for the first 2 days were the best underwear I've ever worn. There's no seam. It's like pressed and glued together. But after a week, they start pulling hairs randomly. Hairs gets caught between the little fibers. You sit down and you're like, ah, it's really annoying. So 100% comparison underwear, for me, it's avoid at all cost. This pant, I had my doubts about it, and I've been climbing with this for the past 8 months. There's no holes in it. It's still holding up. I have 2 pairs and I wash the hell out of them because I'm doing sport in them. As durability goes for that fabric, I'm really impressed. I bought $140 climbing pants and they had holes within 2-3 months. These were $30, 34, something like that. They're still holding up. And I got this boxy white t-shirt, a little bit cropped. It's heavier than the other one, the supima, but I don't like the neckline. It's too high up, thick. It's just not my thing. But as quality goes, I washed this thing many times, still holding up, hasn't moved. Like my friend told me, the basics at Uniqlo, 100%, I'm gonna get them there now. Especially the supima cotton. This is really, really soft. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's worth it for everything I got. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong. And it's not because you get fast fashion clothes that you can't take care of them. If your clothes don't see the inside of a tumbler dryer, they will last you longer. Okay, now, I will be wearing the hell out of these clothes for the next 3 months. And I'll get back to you on what I think are the best pieces. On that note, thank you for watching. I appreciate you and I'll see you in the next one.